Okay. Test, 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 test. Hello, hello, hello. One moment here. Welcome back. Second half of our day-night doubleheader coming up here. It's Masters, AvGeek Central. Welcome back, you guys. We're going to be, we decided to go, I decided to hop in the J-3 Cub. There's not a ton of super interesting ATC tonight. Like I feel like I've just been in up here with Moncton Monday. Excuse me. Not really feeling Northern Lights Tuesday. There's a little of this and that happening kind of out west. There's some stuff going on down here. Sorry about that, guys. In South America, which would be kind of cool, but I don't really have any scenery here for Puerto Vieja and Suiba. I don't know. These would be kind of fun. I need to look into seeing if I can find some there. There's a little Brazil event going on right now, which is kind of fun. But anyway, so I just decided, you know what? Let's just do something kind of chill. I'm a little bit brain dead, honestly, from this morning's flight. So I thought, what could be more relaxing than flying in the Cub? And I forgot, you guys, I need to change my auto quadrants here. Darn it. It's kind of how brain dead I am. Let's get over here to the J3 if we can find it. Cub. Rudder pedals, that's fine. And this needs to... that's probably okay. Iowa Scotsman. What's going on, Ron? Welcome back. All right, so let's get in here and let's get going. We've got a full tank of gas, one passenger. I got plenty of oil. Engine's in good shape. We need 6 blades and no primer today. Nice and warm here in Fort Knox. We're in are we in Kentucky? Eastern side of Kentucky. We're heading to Kentucky Dam. We're trying to get to Blytheville, to be honest with you, but it's just taking a little. Oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh gosh, I'm having a hard time. Just oh man, you know why? The stinking mags are on. Jeez Louise. Oh my goodness. All right, let's crack it. No wonder it's wanting to go. There she goes. Stand on those brakes. Love it. I'm actually going to fly with the door closed today. Got to get a couple more miles. Our fuel efficiency has been horrible. You might be getting that Bravo quadrant soon. I've really enjoyed it. I had a little bit of an issue with the first one I had, but I got lucky. I sent it back right away, and they replaced it. I had a little bit of an issue with one of my quadrants not working correctly. It had a little bit of a little stick, a little jump in it. So, okay, we're currently facing south, and the wind here at Kentucky Fort Knox Godman Airport is 180 at 3, so we could really depart whichever way we wanted. Let's just head over here to this runway, and we'll get the ball rolling. Actually, first things first. Squawking, yes, we are squawking normal, and 3335, 13335, and 122.8. Once we get rolling. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. AvGeek, you had an issue with your Alpha, but it was fixable with the cable. You just had to trim the wire back a bit. Yeah, and I thought about doing some internal surgery, but I just like it was only a couple of months old, and I'm like, yeah, as soon as you break open the the cover, like you're done. You can't really do anymore. The warranty is toast, and so I took a chance. I didn't know how good they would be, and they turned out to be awesome. Yeah, what runway? I'm hoping I'm catching runway 18 here. Godman traffic. White Cub 11816 is lining up for departure runway 24, Godman. Alright, so we're going to head out kind of to the south, it looks like. There's a runway 18 here, I think. Ooh, we didn't have as much runway as I thought. The ground handling has been modified, which is kind of cool. It's a little sportier from what I've been told. So I'm looking forward to making a couple of landings to see if that's indeed the case. All right, we can pretty much track. We have a highway that runs. We could follow this highway, but since I'm a little short on daylight, I think I'm gonna try to go direct here. 242. And there's a reservoir. Let me get my timer going though. Okay. Reset and go. Yeah, we're going to head down toward, it is Rough River Lake. And there's a couple of airports along the way. We'll do a little touch and go if we can. And, yeah, check it out. Your flight club has a full honeycomb setup that they don't use, and you considered asking how much for the Bravo, but didn't want to come off as rude. Yeah, I guess it just depends, AvGeek, on like if it's just not part of their plans to use it long term, or if they've got something else, right? If it's just over collecting dust, not even hooked up, I'm not thinking that's necessarily really being rude at all. All right, coming off the throttle a bit. Pentagon, hey, welcome back, Rob. Just took off from Kilo Foxtrot Tango Kilo, Godman Air Force Base in Fort Knox. And we're just trying to get down the road a little bit farther here toward Blytheville. We don't have enough daylight really to get too far, and honestly, I don't know how much flying I've got left in me tonight. After I got done squeezing that Duke into locker, I was a little bit of a like I didn't realize took a little bit out of me. So anyway, but I have been itching to fly this Cub again just to see. I've been in the float variant a little bit, and that's pretty awesome. I really enjoyed that. But I was really wanting to look at the new ground handling on the wheeled variant. I think I'm going a little too far to the west here. So down to Ohio County. This will be about 45-minute jaunt with the lake kind of being about halfway in between. There's a couple of airports that we'll look for here. Brushy Fork is just north of the lake, and then this Rough River State Park is right along the lake. So we'll try to see if we can't maybe find both of those. You know what? I need to... Guys, I am sorry. I've got to do... Well, you know what? No, I don't. I'm trying to see if I have any... I don't think I have anything bound to any... I don't know that I have anything bound to any trim surfaces here, so let me come back in here and... what do I have? What's the other thing I have here? E320, helicopter... oh, maybe that's all I have. Have they taken the trim out? Perhaps they've taken the trim completely out of the picture here. Which is fine. I guess I just didn't realize that. I didn't know if this plane had trim or not. If it did before, it doesn't anymore because none of my trim bindings are doing anything. So, and that's okay. Yeah, that's I guess the way to approach it. AvGeek is just say, hey, I notice that thing hasn't been being used. Are you guys got plans for it, or would you be interested in maybe selling it? Because I definitely have a use for it. I'd put it to good use. That's my Bravo I bought used off of, or my Alpha I bought used. It was a similar deal. I had a flight sim friend that had bought it and just he used it for a little while, and that's about it. Hey, Fixie. We opted for the Cub, my friend. Wait a second. This is trim right here, right? Okay, so something's not right. I'm gonna have to let me pause again. Something is not right. Lear, flight control surfaces. Well, let me search by input here. Decrease. Oh, this is, yeah, so I don't want that. Okay, so I do have to come off of that. Let's go to A320, and now elevator trim up. Yeah, there we go. Elevator trim down. All right, that might work a little bit better. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, I am not crazy. It still has trim. Wasn't that awesome looking? I should have picked something with autopilot so I could show you those pictures. You guys will have to go over to my Discord channel, or actually it's in Downwind Sims Discord channel, and check out his pictures today. Holy moly. What an experience, right? What an experience. And I may not have enough daylight to do diddly squat. I might have to cheat the time a little bit here, guys. It's getting low in the sky. How about I back it up to my time? It's not a complete cheat. Instead of 8:30, we'll make it 6:30. There we go. Sorry for ruining your immersion. And he posted a turbine beaver, a DHC 2T, which is cool, for sale, by the way. The original did not come with trim. Yeah, well, thankfully I had $500 and got that installed right there. $500 and a couple dozen Phillips head screws, a little bit extra wire. Got that sucker in there. I can barely hold a heading. Expect me to hold a heading and an altitude? Come on, what are you, crazy? Oh, let's get the stopwatch going back again here. I'm on the hunt for farm strips, guys, just in case. There's a few in the neighborhood. There are some around. Being AI. Or Charlie down at the local shop. That's right. That was, no, it was Hank the Steerman man. He had one laying around and he had his A&P slap it in last night. Sweetheart of a deal, that's right. Took him up for a couple of patterns, let him fly. Ball bearings and gauze pads, that's right. That is correct, my friend. Well, how's everybody doing? I think I can turn this engine sound up a little bit here, can't I? Beautiful Kentucky countryside. Oh, wait, what do we got there? What do we have? Oh, no, I thought that looked suspiciously airstrippy, didn't it? But it's not. It's not. Back out a little bit here. Oh, hey, there we go. That's a better shot. That's a better shot. Now it's an even better shot. Farm airstrips. You've got a farm airstrip near your house there on the other side of Kentucky. I've always wanted to buy a farm, and I would lease it out. I'd let somebody else farm it. I just wanted to plant something that I'm able to hunt geese in, but maybe put a farm strip out there also, host a chili cook-off or something. That'd be kind of fun, I think. Oops, starting to turn. I see the reservoir, I believe, out in the distance there. I'm trying to go to the north of it if I can, because there is an airstrip up there. The, what is it called? The Brushy Fork Reservoir. And that looks like definitely something I need to check out. That's my, maybe going a little too far south now, potentially. Once I see the reservoir, we're in good shape, but I'll just vector myself around. Look at us clipping along at 72 knots, man. Let me back off, man. I'm gonna get a ticket. Slow down, big fella. So, Steve, I was going to tell you, my nephew and the guy that I fished with the other day, he took his girlfriend's family up to Yellowstone today, and I texted him to see if he was around or anywhere close. He said they had just left, and then that thing happened. He said, we didn't really even know, but then we saw later on the internet was going crazy. They had just been there. It's a small world. Talking about that Yellowstone explosion. Yeah, yeah. Pretty wild. So I'm curious now, because you know there's going to be like, those things are kind of like earthquakes, right? There's always going to be like aftershocks, and so there'll be it'll trigger other, probably different geyser related activities. Sometimes those things, when they go off like that, they actually collapse, and they'll make an active geyser dormant. Used to walk the banks of the Firehole River as a kid. Oh yeah, gosh, right? Well, you probably found the two or three that you could, 2 or 3 places you could go and actually, take a swim, have a little hot tub soak, right? I mean, shoot, we've got a place north of town here called Thermopolis, and that's what they're known for, are the hot springs. Well, a couple places, actually. Saratoga, down the southern part of the state, is known for its thermal hot pools, and like those are like resort retirement towns. That nice eggy smell, yeah. Yeah, the older I get, though, the more I realize that mineral water, that thermal mineral water, is so good for your bones, man. It's the best therapy. Seems weird to go to a bathhouse, but I don't know. Beats taking a bunch of medication, I suppose. When you got a 6-pack like myself, man, you don't mind taking your shirt off. Abs of Kevlar. Oh, nice. Yeah, my mic is really loud. 6-pack of Coors, yeah, something. It's more of a keg these days than a 6-pack. This exterior, these engine sounds are so good. A little sputter, 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 man. We've got a J-3 that flies over our house almost every morning, and you can just pick it out by sound. You don't even have to look up. I've been trying to get some pictures. He's been flying over the football field as we practice, and I know it's going to be a shocker, but I can't really get a good picture with my phone. I know it's even an iPhone. Here's a question, Oshkosh related questions. Can you take this plane into Oshkosh? Because you cannot maintain 90 knots. Is there a special arrival for something like this? like an ultralight arrival or something. I thought it'd be kind of fun to take it at Oshkosh. Then I got to thinking, you can't get this sucker up to 90 knots. At least I can't. Well, I thought I saw the lake, but it looks like it's just another field there. It's almost like hit and miss engines that make ice cream with. They take the small. Yeah, I just wondered if there was a different approach. I guess I've never really read the briefing with the J-3 Cub in mind. I've always been looking for 90 knots at what is it, 1,800 feet, or 130 knots at 2,500, whatever it is. I flew the helicopter approach in there this year, and I was okay. I don't think I'll do it again. It's really simple at the end of the day. You actually, if you fly it right, you don't talk to anybody. You just have to stay below everybody, and you have to come in from the west side to Pioneer Field, and you just have to make sure you stay at the right altitude, and you just kind of come and go as you please. You have to talk to each other, at Pioneer Field. But when I got done, I'm kind of like, I was almost a little, it was like a little anticlimactic. I got done, I'm like, I'm not even sweating. What gives? But it was kind of cool watching the traffic at Fisk kind of go over the top of us as we're sneaking in there. And there was one other helicopter that was out in front of me, so it was pretty cool. They do have an ultralight runway, but it specifically said it's not for type certified aircraft. Well, maybe that's a question we need to ask Mr. Downwind Simulations. So since he's Mr. Oshkosh right now, maybe he could get the answer for us. Oh, I tell you what, I think I'm already regretting my chili dog that I made for dinner. It tasted really good in the moment, but now, later on, I think it's not going to be such a good choice. I made a bad food choice. Yeah, it is, man. Part 103 and light sport only. Well, I mean, as I'm thinking about it, I guess I don't really ever see a whole lot of J-3 Cub pictures from Oshkosh. I mean, I think there's some other, like the X Cub and stuff that's a little more souped up, but oh, maybe I'm wrong. Fixie's sharing a link. Go ahead, read it, and let me know what it says. AvGeek is posting a video. And we're 18 minutes into a 45-minute leg. And we've been pretty faithful at being right about 70 knots. So I think that timing is going to be decent. So I'm thinking here in the next 4 or 5 minutes, we're going to hit this lake. And I kind of, again, I'm starting to see like a little bit of a reflection out there that tells me maybe we've got our lake. This is a Rough River Lake. We're trying to swing around the right side so we can possibly find the Brushy Fork private airstrip. If we find that it looks like we've got a 10 runway 10 and 128 turf runway. Left-hand pattern to both of those. I'm going to assume that we are kind of landing westbound. That's generally the wind right now kind of around us. So if that's the case, we'll kind of hop into we'll probably overfly and enter a left downwind for runway 28 if we can find it. Do a quick touch and go and loop around the lake, and there's another one, Rough River State Park Airport, and it's a north-south airport, so I should do this. Let's go to 2280. We'll talk. Maybe we'll talk on the approach, and if there's nobody else around, we'll just go straight in for a touch and go. Lord knows I could use the traffic practice. I wonder if I have anybody close enough I could be monitoring. Let's see here. Oh, you know, Kansas City Center, we could listen to those guys. 25725. Let's listen to those guys. Because I know you guys tune in for two things on the Melvin Leroy channel. Number one is you tune in to see checklists performed to the T. And number two, it's radio chatter. Can't figure out what to do if you want to fly this into Oshkosh. Well, do one of these, right? That's a good wave. White Cub, good wave, good wave. Yeah, I don't know. I think a PA-11, you probably could get in there, because I think that one you can get up to 90. So maybe that's it. Maybe you're just limited by airspeed on that deal. I don't know. I'm going to ask Downwind Sim to ask around to go bother the tower guys, because those guys aren't that busy right now. Slower aircraft should use maximum cruising speed. ATC recommends the arrival. Oh, so just kind of come in early. Ah. Okay. You know, that happened. Did you guys watch the flight shops when he was going in and he did his little debrief? He just released it a couple of weeks ago. One of the issues, like, he had some major problems coming in, and he kind of broke it down. And one of the issues he had on one of the multiple approaches is he got behind, I don't know if it was a 152 or a 172, and it was not maintaining 90. And so he had to, like, make a decision as to what he wanted. Should he break off, or should he go around, or, you know? So anyway, it's really an interesting video. He mentioned there were a fair amount of issues with his approach, and anyway, it led to him actually, he had to go around, and he actually turned into the oncoming traffic flow, and had to be vectored to get out of the way, but it could have been really bad. Alright, here's our lake. We're swinging around to the north. We're going to look for that field if we can find it. This might be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. So this would actually be, if we're here, we're 22.9 on this field, aren't we? can't imagine there's anybody here. What will this be again? Brushy Fork. Brushy Fork traffic. White Cub 11816. Approximately 5 miles to the northeast, inbound at 1,800. Brushy Fork. I could just go Nordo and just come on in like the boys in the book did. No radio, no transponder, just looking around, trying to find somebody to fall into line with. Those steermen. I'm not gonna look too hard, by the way, because yeah, you could be a while. I think we'll have an easier shot at finding Rough Rider State Park, because it's just along this kind of this edge here, this western edge. Boy, this is a, yeah, this is gonna be a, I think I'm already maybe past it, honestly. Yeah, all right, we're gonna go on past and just call it good. So the state park CTAF is 2280, and we'll try to make a call here and see if anybody's down there. Rough River State Park traffic, White Cub 11816 at 2000. We're north of the field, inbound for a touch and go on runway 18. Rough River State Park traffic. It's a mouthful. So, Steve, you said that the update, the world update, was you had to. Did you have to put some of it on a? I didn't quite follow you. Did you have to put some of it on an external drive, or how does that work exactly? Because I'm actually kind of getting close to that point where I don't have much room left on the drive that it's on, and I didn't know if I was just going to have to like do a full-on reinstall or how that was going to work. I have moved almost everything off my hard drive that's not MSFS. There's no guarantee that I'm going to find this one either, guys. It's literally looks like it's right along the river. Kind of right in here. It does have a paved strip running north and south. Oh, okay. The whole SIM's on its own 4 terabyte SSD. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. You had me going there for a minute, buddy. I'll show you my my issue here in a little bit. I'm trying to nurse it. I have plans. I got master plans for a computer upgrade, but not until Christmas time. And I'm hoping at that point in time I'll just do a clean reinstall, and or maybe it'll just be a Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 install, and I'll be done with it. But in the meantime, I'm like getting my my hard drive is getting pretty red. All right, guys, like we're supposed to be just right in here. Yeah. If I were an airport, where would I be? I'm kind of striking out here. You got? Wait a second. Is that it over there? What's that? What's that? Like a long set of hangar type buildings. No. This one does have, it's a paved strip, so it's not a grass strip. I do see this little island. Oh, hello, Jet. Sorry, buddy. I do see this little island, and the airstrip is supposed to be just back off to my, just west of the island. So let me take a little wander over here and see if we have something. Man, this part of the country is, it is challenging to find places. Holy cow. Well, maybe that's not an island. Guys, maybe I'm way off. Maybe I'm Samsonite on this. That's a pretty big horseshoe. Yeah, all right. Let's climb a little bit here. Let's get some altitude. Let's see if we can get a bird's eye view. Oh, wait a minute. I see a beacon. Is that a beacon? Yes, it is. All right. There we go. All right, here we go. Rough River State Park traffic. Cub 816 is on a 1 mile final. Runway 18 touch and go. And it will continue out to the southwest. Rough River State Park traffic. All right. Well, 1 for 2. 1 for 2. So I've done a couple things that have helped extend the life of my hard drive. Number one is I've started to put all my add-ons on a second drive and use add-on linkers, and that's really helped. And number two, I've went in and I've gotten rid of like all the landing challenge and all that stuff that I don't ever use. I think that saved me a little bit. Hopefully it'll buy me at least like one more world update. I don't know how many more they've got planned, but can't be very much. Dogs are WWE in the background there. Alright, so I was guessing 1-8, and it looks like we're maybe more like 2-0. Oh well, I didn't hear anybody else, so we're alright. Yeah, it's maybe a little twitchier. I don't have the tail down yet, though. I'm just flying the rudder. Ooh, I don't know. She's dancing maybe a little more than she did before. I like the squeaky sounds. Burning rubber. Alright, back we go. Back on that 242. And, ish. Always fun to make a little side jaunt. Try to see if we can make it down to Ohio County. So we're at the 33-minute mark right now. We did wander around maybe a little bit. I'm estimating 47.5, so here within the next 17 minutes we'll hopefully be finding something that looks like Ohio County. The problem is it's going to be very similar to what we just looked at right there. And I don't have a big lake to kind of work off of either. See you later, Rough River Lake. Kind of a cool little spot, though. The one thing we do have, though, working for us is this. We've got a big divided interstate highway, and there's the town of Beaver Dam. What a great town, as well as Hartford. So if we hit the 4-lane highway and we haven't found anything, we've gone too far. We also have, it looks like, a railroad here and another highway. So if we can maybe find this little intersection, we might be in good shape. There's a road up here too, so I got to be careful that I'm looking for the railroad. I know the boys follow the railroad quite a bit. Now we're quite a bit farther south than they were, because we diverted last time we flew because of weather. So they didn't actually come through Fort Knox. So we're cheating it a little bit here. We're just going to try to end up at Blytheville. But I can tell it's going to take, I mean, the trip from Fort Knox to Blytheville, I'm estimating about 3.5 hours. So I'm not going to do that tonight. I've got to get up way too early tomorrow. But do I have a stick? I do have a side stick, AvGeek, right down here to my left. I've got the yoke here and the side stick there. Thrustmaster T1600. I really like it. It's a pretty affordable, but well made. It's really hot here in the summertime, doesn't it? I mean, I think I can remember the few people that I've known that are from this part of the country talk about how hot and humid it gets in the summer. That's why everything's so lush and green. Yeah, I use my Thrustmaster for like the Airbus and helicopters. I use it as the cyclic. And I've even started to do some combinations of things, like in the Learjet I use the yoke because it's a yoke setup in the plane, but I use my side stick as the way that I do my autopilot trim. So I kind of go back and forth between the two. I've tried doing that with some other aircraft as well, because this yoke has, or this side stick has like 12 buttons and a little slider and then a hat switch and a trigger. I mean, it's got a lot of different options for mapping things. And it has a twist grip too. I know a lot of my flight sim friends will use that twist grip as like nose wheel steering for the aircraft, which is a good idea. I just never have taken the time to set it up. I just like to use my rudder pedals. Steve, that is every add-on. That's my question, and that's what I'm worried about. I just have flashbacks. We talked about this one of my last couple streams about how everything was supposed to roll seamlessly from X-Plane 11 into X-Plane 12, and that has not been the case. Even though the scenery has mostly been pretty compatible, you know, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I just don't know how. I mean, I don't know. It looks to me, the previews look, the world looks fairly similar, honestly. So I would hope that it would be pretty compatible. I don't have, I mean, I have a fair amount of scenery. I don't have a ton. But, you've used the Warthog HOTAS. Oh yeah, I've heard really good things about that, for sure. Oh, you don't own it, but you just, it's one that the Navy owns. Yep, that's a good one, I've heard, for sure. It's my earbuds drive me nuts. Or my headphones. I need to bite the bullets, or bite the bullet and just get a new set of these. I've been trying to find other options. That's not going to work. And none of them have worked. This is really the only. I'm down to basically just replacing these. But again, I'm trying to make it all work until Christmas. And then, my friends, we shall see what happens. Okay, there's 41 minutes. So we're down to about 15 minutes or so to go here. Wait. No, never mind. 47 was what I was thinking. Oh, I was going to add on. So like about 9 minutes to start looking for Ohio County. And the road and all that stuff. And I'm trying to think here if maybe it'd be a good idea for us to get some fuel. Maybe we should stop there. Use the wireless steel series Arctics, which are pretty good. They just need to charge off. And yeah, my problem is I don't have, this computer is a little older and it does not have a it does not have Bluetooth. So everything that I buy has to have a USB connection, and they just don't make, like, they don't make the earbud style headphones, which is what I really wanted. I bought a nice pair of earbud style, and but those all are Bluetooth, so I bought a generic Bluetooth dongle, and yeah, that just, it doesn't work. It's not consistent. So yours has a USB. Are they big over the ear? Whoops. I just turned my volume down. Are they big over the ear headphones like these ones? I got SIM Caesar going also. Because what I would love to do is I'd love to downsize. Yeah. I want to downsize and get... These ones give me a little bit of a headache after a while, but I'd like to get some more earbud style and just not have such a big setup right here. But again, everything that's smaller than this requires Bluetooth. I did end up with a sweet pair of workout headphones, though. I needed that also. So, you know, it wasn't a total loss. But these ones here don't, they no longer, my battery no longer holds a charge. So I have to keep them plugged in, which is not a huge deal, except for this little cord that I have has a little spot that is exposed and gives my forearm a little electric shock every time I touch it. So it's like, ooh, kind of wakes me up. My wife is asking me, what's this red What's wrong with your arm? Ah, nothing, honey. Yeah, a Bluetooth dongle. Yeah, like I have one. I bought one. It just doesn't. It just doesn't keep a consistent connection. So I thought. In fact, I've got it right here. Barely used. For sale. Just for whatever reason, it just doesn't keep the connection. I don't know why. It just doesn't. It's my old computer is what it is. It's my old computer. I'm probably plugging it into the wrong type of USB outlet. What you don't see is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My 6 USB ports that are all full, and 2 of those 6 have USB splitters off of them that each have 4, 5. So I literally have like 14 USB things plugged into my computer right now. it's a wonder I don't catch my house on fire. So that's one key issue for me moving forward is I have to have enough Bluetooth, or sorry, I have to have the ability to connect via Bluetooth if able to help out a little bit with my USB situation, but I don't want to do things like, you don't want to connect your, like you have to have some things hardwired in. And so I'm going to have a computer that just has a bank of like 40 freaking USB ports. I don't know if they even make them that way, but that's what I need. Ow. So when you see that blue cord come down and hit my skin, that's where the magic is, fellas, right there. And I think we all are that way, right? We all have so many things plugged in. That's all right. It's like the movie Christmas Story, right? When the dad walks in or they're plugging in the lamp, and everywhere they have, every outlet has like splitter upon splitter upon splitter, daisy chained together. All right, there's 47 minutes. We should have been kind of coming upon our town at this point in time. So I think with us wandering around looking for that first airfield, I'm going to add a couple of minutes here. So we should be within 5 minutes. So it does look like we have maybe some houses and stuff. I'm looking for a beacon. Kind of missed the early days of MSFS 2020. Remember how bright the beacons were back in the early release? Man, you could see a beacon from 100 miles away. It was like a lighthouse. Stupid realism. Let's look outside. We'll cheat a little bit here. Not seeing anything over here, you guys. Get some Kansas City chatter, though. That's kind of cool. Okay, so this could potentially be... Well, no, we shouldn't have any of the city until after the interstate highway, whatever highway that is. I'm not sure what divided highway that is, but our airfield is on this side of the divided highway, and then the towns and everything are on the other side, so kind of looking for that. The fact that we're seeing, I think, a little body of water here is also good, because we've got a river down there that runs, and so I think we're getting closer to where we need to be. You would think my pilotage would be getting a little bit better after doing this for, what are we closing in on? Probably 10 hours of flying. Maybe more. Some parts of the country are easier than others. And I think it would also be a little easier if we weren't trying to follow the exact route. If we were just shooting westbound, you know, just trying to get as far as we could every trip, that would be a different story. But we're trying to be halfway faithful to the original route. That looks very airport-y, doesn't it? That might be our airport right there. Yep, it is. Oh, it looks like we got somebody... No. Alright, let's make a turn here. What is our CTAF here at 22.8? Okay. Ohio County traffic. Black and white Cub is just to the east of the field at 2000. Entering a left-hand pattern for the southbound runway, Ohio County. Be runway 21. Ohio County Cub 816 is left downwind runway 21, full stop, Ohio County. Alright, guys. Just about flew past that sucker. Oh, wow, we're way off. Let's actually get in the same county as Ohio County here. Elevation is 537 feet. So we got a little bit of altitude to lose here. Beautiful day to fly. Holy cow. Winds have been light the whole way. I haven't really felt all that bounced around, and I don't have an ATIS here, but there's one south and it's showing calm winds. So just about 30 miles to the south. Ohio County traffic, Cub 816 is left base 21, Ohio County. Cutting this a little close, aren't I? A little close. I didn't realize the runway came out. I thought the threshold was more like right over here, and I noticed it's clear out here. Barnell, hello. I've got a PCIe card with the 4 USB 3.0 connections. Nice. And that works good with your dongle as well. Yeah. So the other problem I have is I don't have any more slots inside my computer. I'm totally full. Like I've expanded as much as I can with my old computer, and it's not horrible. I just don't have the ability to connect Bluetooth. So, you know, it's a small problem, but moving forward though, something like that, Barnell, would definitely be what I'm looking for. Alright, we're a little high, but we can slippy this bad boy. There we go.
Kansas City FedEx 320, just a quick question for you. We do have another person flying along with us. Unfortunately, we had to disconnect for a little bit for something he had to handle personally. He's just about to be able to
Okay, let's check this tail wheel handling.
reconnecting in your airspace.
I don't think it's, I think it's still flying. It might be down. Now we're down. Oh, wait, are we down? Yeah, we're down. Wonder what... My rudder sensitivity... My rudder pedal sensitivity is crazy. Oh boy. Hey, hey. There's a ground loop, friends. That was a ground loop. All right, well, there you go. You wanted realism. You got realism. Hey. Nailed it. That's right. And let me make a good call up. Ohio County traffic, Cub 816, clear 2-1. Meant to do it. All right. Glad you guys were all able to witness that. Okay, there we go. Well, thank you. I do my best. Oh, don't go to the fuel pump. No, because you get stuck at the fuel pump. Well, let's taxi back behind here. You know, let's take a look at the back side of these buildings. Oh, this looks lovely. I've always wondered what it looked like back here. I needed to clean my wheel pants off anyway. Oh, it's not going to turn on this grass, is it? That's Taxiway Zulu right there, AvGeek. Just in case you ever needed to use it.
798 would be followed 360.
So I need to check and see if I did damage. I don't think it records damage that way. It will record if you break the prop, though. So let's see what I've done. I do need some fuel. Let's see what I've done. Taxiway golf course. I like that. That's good. Well, the engine condition, we're still rocking it, man. And I guess that's all I have for, we're just going to do a little hot fuel. No big deal. So, okay, I want to look at one thing here. I'm going to blame it on my tools. What do I have my rudder pedals? Nope, M500, that's my most sensitive. That's my most I'm going to need some more dead zone, I can tell. No, I hate to make a new profile. I'm not going to. No, let's just stay with it. I just got to be better. So the problem that I'm having right now is the same problem I have with... Oh, that's actually pretty fair. I just did a bad job. Some of my old profiles, this is what happened. Like, you would push, nothing would happen. You'd have the throttle or the rudder pedals halfway pushed, then you would go a little bit farther and it would just go straight from here to here. And so it was super jittery, but this is actually very... That's just me not doing a good job. That's not bad at all. Okay, I just have to do better. That's scary, because I don't think I can do much better. Pretty much what I've got. Alright, so we got more fuel. Let's see if we can't get one more little chunk knocked out. We got a 74-mile leg. I think what I'm going to do is buzz out here, pick up this railroad track / interstate, and we'll just follow it down to maybe Kentucky Dam if we can make it. Ohio to this hour and a half. We might be able to do that. I don't know if I can squeeze quite that much fuel out of it, but let's give it a try. What do we say? Ohio County traffic. Cub is going to be departing 2-1 from the intersection. Ohio County. Clear left, clear right. We should have plenty of runway, guys. Let's do this thing. Sad part is I can't really even blame it on the wind because there's like no wind here. I mean, if there is, it's very, very light. Got a little right rudder in. Yeah, see, that was better. I just have to do a better job. That ground loop was sponsored by Melvin Leroy right there. All right, away we go. That's a kind of a cool looking little airport, honestly. Nice taxiway. That wasn't bad. Tucked away in the forest there. So if I come out of here on a 210, I should run right into the road, the highway here. Get my shirt adjusted. There it is, in fact. So that's not the one we want to follow, because that's the one that runs north and south. We want the one that is past... Yeah, past this little river. In fact, I could even probably go a little further south, just be kind of more direct to pick it up. All right, start the timer, and if everything goes well, this is 1 hour and 6 minutes. Kentucky Dam State Park, which should be doable with our tank of gas. And I guess we need to think a little bit about daylight too, don't we?
Alrighty, we'll see you. 798, appreciate you being here.
It is nice having Kansas City online. Those guys, they do a nice job. They just don't have a lot of guys helping out. Maybe should have went the little Cub pilot's room too. That auto-gen building didn't quite fit. Ooh, nice shadow though. Awesome. A little high school or something, isn't it? Yeah, buddy. So we're going through the town. I believe this is going to be the town of Beaver Dam. What a great name. We should pick up the railroad here pretty soon. I'm kind of pumped about that railroad mod. Did you guys see that? Downwind Sim. Hey, we've been talking about you all night, my friend.
Downwind Sim.
Welcome. How's things in Wisconsin? We have a serious question for you, by the way. I bet this is my divided highway. Possibly. Great day. It sounds like, or looks like it from the looks of the pictures. Holy moly. What a day of touring around. Bit of rain. Yeah, well, you're due to have your thunderstorm, right? Isn't there an Oshkosh thunder bumper pretty much every day? Ooh, there's some stacks. Yeah, that's the Beaver Dam stacks right there. We need to go that way, because that's where we're going to pick up our highway. So here's our question. It's related to the J-3 Cub, and we were going to have you ask around if you didn't know. We think we have maybe an answer though already, but since this aircraft is not able to do 90 knots, but it's not considered a light sport or an ultralight, is there a specific procedure that that they use to bring in a plane like this? I think it was Good Fixins that found something that made the most sense, but I thought I would just ask you and see if you could come up with, or if you knew the answer or could come up with something. Is that our train track? Oh boy, I don't know. I'm kind of wondering. I don't know if you had somebody nearby that you could ask, or if you're done for the day. What he found, which I think makes sense, is that pilots are, flying into Oshkosh. What he found is that pilots that are unable to maintain 90 are just to try to keep their best forward speed, but they also encourage them to come in like really early in the morning, like between 7 and 7:30 in the morning, to kind of beat the rush, I guess. Which I think is a, fairly logical, I guess, solution for it. I thought at first maybe they flew the ultralight route, but he found something that said, or maybe it was AvGeek that found that, but one of them found it and said that's specifically not for type rated aircraft. So anyway, if you're out and about and you find a J-3 Cub, maybe ask and see what they do to get themselves in, or what they had to do to get themselves in. Thanks, man. Thanks for the amazing pictures, and I'm glad you're out there scoping out what's for sale. I'm trying to decide if I would rather get the turbine beaver or that or the 208, 1.8 mil. Yeah, I'd have to make a couple calls, but I probably could come up with it. Yeah, the Yunkers. Fixie wants the Yunkers. All right, these are either the stacks by Beaver Dam or even down farther by Rockport. Regardless, it should be where we grab our highway here and start heading west. Well, in fact, I think this might be it. Here's a double-laned highway. I think we're gonna chase it west here. It looked like it, man. I mean, I can just see you walking around with that big old grin, like a little kid in a candy store. Well, and the cool part about it too, that always I find cool, is that they all had to be flown in there. I mean, I'm sure there were some that were shipped in, that are no longer operational, but by and large, every single one of those things came in the way it should. Came in via the air, and I think that's awesome. Really awesome. All right, here's where we are. And yes, indeed, I think we're on the right track here. So these are the stacks by Rockport. So we've made a little progress here, which is cool. Here, let me help. There, now we're talking. Is your uh-oh. Crash early on? I haven't heard that. There's something every year though, right? Unfortunately. Yesterday, Downwind Sim confirms. Oh, there's the story on it. I'll have to read it later on. Give me the synopsis. Anybody hurt? Two killed. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's horrible. Bummer. Turning base. Oh, so close. Yeah. Well, I could see that happening. You know, you're flying, depending on the aircraft, you're probably flying close to stall speed anyway on that approach just to stay in sequence. And then, I mean, I've done it so many times in the sim, it's ridiculous. Boozy! Hello, my friend. Welcome to Beaver Dam, Kentucky. We're on our way. We're going down to Kentucky Dam. Downwind Sim knows about this airport. We've flown here a time or two. Welcome in. We're sort of completing the last little part of our day-night doubleheader. We flew earlier today in the Duke over in Italy and made a halfway decent approach into Locker, actually, Locker Airfield. Only to learn that there was another update to the scenery that we could have had that updates the location of those wires going in there. You're flying in your underwear. Oh, no, when I go outside, so here's the deal. Like, when we're in the live scene, right? When I got the face cam on and all that good stuff, like, viewers are naturally drawn to this. So when we go outside and I want to just display the beauty, right? Like, I'll clean it up. I'll do a little sweepy with the camera. But, you know, simming in your underwear, that actually sounds pretty nice. Your wife made you actually pack all your clothes. Oh, you're heading on your way to Barcelona, right? Is that where you're going? Too distracting. Yes, something like that. You lucky dog. Enjoy yourself, my friend, and I hope that you take lots of pictures. What are you flying over in? What aircraft can I be looking for here? 777? Oh, a 78. Nice, very nice. And how long of a flight is it? I've never been outside the US, so all this stuff is really interesting to me. I live vicariously through all of you. 9-ish. Did you splurge? Did you get at least business class upgrades, or are you back there with the cattle, the rest of the cattle? Back there with me. Your wife's first time out of the country. Nice. One of these days. She bought aisle seats hoping nobody would buy the middle. That's thinking right there. That's thinking. That's why I buy the window seats. Same reason, but the aisle seats would give you even more room. It's 7.8, so that's like 353, right? That's the config. I think 353. She's been all over the place. Oh, your first time. I'm sorry, I misread that. She's been all over the place. Iowa Scotsman, you've been to more places than me, brother. I sadly am a homebody. I've got a sister-in-law and her husband that are on an Alaskan cruise right now. They just took a bunch of pictures. They got to go up in a turbine otter and fly up and do some snow landings, some glacier landings. It's really hard to see with the sun right now, you guys. I'm gonna have to go outside and cheat a little bit here. Sorry. We discovered the other day, I don't think we are. If you don't mind, please share a link. I would love to connect with you on that. And shame on both of us for not already being there, but, a couple of busy guys. You've been to Canada and Mexico. Well, there you go. Yep. I've been as far south as Galveston and as far north as like Butte, Montana, I think. I don't know. There we go. Guys, go check out Boozy Sheep, by the way. Awesome streamer. And I don't have the Flock House. I am not in, man. I'm not. Now I am. There we go. Alright, cool. I'll be able to track your every move now, my friend. You just made your biggest mistake. And speaking of, there's my Discord. If you're not already over hanging out with me, come on over. I am already stalking you on Volanta. That's about the only bad thing about, I'm really loving these Cub flights. They're just so chill and relaxing, and I love seeing the countryside and trying to find airports and do touch and goes and all that stuff. But the one thing I miss is being able to slap it on autopilot and go out and get all judgy with people's landings. The next city we should be coming up on is Central City. Just to the south of the highway here is Muhlenberg County. So we might have another touch and go opportunity here, you guys. You're about to land in Berlin. If I do a full stop, I'll go
right over the dark side, 1564.
Check you out. Actually, I do think I think I saw you earlier today when I was doing a little test flight in the Flight Factor 757 in X-Plane 12. Spoiler alert, my computer can't run X-Plane 12 still. And I think I saw you up in the air. I think I saw Pure Luck also. Pure Luck was doing like Anchorage to Miami or something. There was a couple of long haul flights.
Over to you, the ground with the alert, United plane.
Is downwind sim is X-Plane? Does X-Plane have anybody at Oshkosh? Okay, this looks a little airportish here. If I am going to Muhlenberg, I got to talk on 23.0. Let's do that. 23.0. It's probably better that way. I was going to have you go over and tell them your friend from Wyoming says thanks for the awesome performance improvements in their new sim. I think that's us right there. Muhlenberg County traffic. Black and white Cub 816 is just to the northeast of the field. We're entering a right-hand pattern. Runway 24. Touch and go, Muhlenberg. Several sim demos. Yeah. No fussy pants. I wondered if there'd be anybody there. Like, I guess I thought X-Plane would be there because he has so many commercial. I mean, I guess I don't know this for a fact, but I assume he has a lot of commercial clients, and I thought maybe he was there kind of trying to drum up some new business. Not him per se, but someone from his Laminar team. If you see him, anybody wearing a Laminar shirt, though, make sure you let them know how much I appreciate the improved air pressure tire physics in all the aircraft I can no longer run in X-Plane. Here we go. Enough of that. Enough of that. The Cub flights are for positive. Put you in a positive space. Who got me talking about X-Plane? Oh, I did. I was talking about because I was trying to test out the 7.5 because I wanted to fly it. And that's when I saw you doing your long haul, Boozy. See, I'm blaming you. You rotten dog. Now, it's a bit of a sore spot. Man, this is a neat little spot here. Runway 24, I guessed correctly. I had no idea this was the runway alignment. I just took a look at it. Look at that windsock straight down. What a beautiful night to fly. Oops, don't drift. Yeah, way to the left. Way to the left. Alright. Not the prettiest touch and goes I've ever flown, but that's why you practice them, right? Muhlenberg traffic. Cub 816 is on the go 24, departing the area to the west. Muhlenberg traffic. Yeah, no, it's partly that. And that plane has some other issues too, like there's just some quirky things. They've been spending time, I think, on that 777. And but you know, you got to try it out. You got to try. I hadn't tried it out since the new update. So, yeah, what the hey. Okay, let's head back a little bit to the west here to grab our highway. That's kind of fun. We have another couple of potential landing spots here also as we head closer to Kentucky Dam. I'm kind of getting worried we may not have enough light to make it all the way to Kentucky Dam. We might have to stop a little bit sooner. What do we have here? We have Princeton, Caldwell County. Is this my highway? I think it is. Let me pull this over here. Princeton. So we just touched right here, so we are getting back on the highway. And Princeton, Caldwell could be a potential stop here. It's just a little bit further to Kentucky Dam. I'm really hoping we can make it at least to Kentucky Dam. It's a really cool little place. Down with Sim, did we do a bush league through Kentucky Dam, or was that part of the Nowhere Fast? Trying to remember. Hey, Tim Dog. Good to see you, buddy. This may not be my divided highway. Alright, we just head generally westbound. We'll be okay. Wasn't a bush league? Okay. I'm going way south. Hold on, my friends. Let's, we need to be going this away. This away. I remember, and maybe we were just farting around, I don't know, but I remember going to, maybe it was you, yeah, was that where we did the all three of us landed at the same time? Tim Dog, you took the Phoenix from Boston to Kennedy. Nice. That's always a solid flight. Pretty busy there tonight, wasn't it? Kind of a New York Tuesday deal or whatever. Whoa. Okay, I knew that sounded familiar. Well, if we make it in time, I think I have that clip saved. I'll show everybody that clip. That was good. Yeah, I think they do. Well, I think Tuesdays are becoming kind of a Tuesday night in New York deal. Well, all of a sudden I'm getting like a lot of wind coming off my right-hand side. I don't know what's going on here. If I let go of the stick, watch. Yep, I really get lifted up. Wind's picking up maybe a little bit. Okay, let's reset the timer here. And so yeah, it's about an hour, 50 minutes to Kentucky Dam. I think I feel good about the fuel, but the question mark will be if I have enough daylight. They used to do it every Tuesday, yeah, rotating between Kennedy, LaGuardia, Newark, and then I didn't realize Philly was one of the ones that they rotated also. Very cool. Ooh, there's another wind update. Feel me getting jerked around there. But yeah, maybe they're not doing that anymore. Maybe they've stopped doing that. I don't know. If it gets too dark, I guess we'll fly until we see a beacon, and we'll go put her down there, and we'll tie down for the night. That's kind of what happened to us. That's why we ended up at Fort Knox, is we got as far as we could before the weather got us. Actually, I think that night I had to leave because I had to go make dinner. I don't remember. But, yeah, let's see if we can get ourselves at least close to Kentucky Dam. I'll probably still show you guys the clip there. It was the diamond formation. We did a little little three-way landing. which I think was pretty remarkable because I think we were all three in different sims, or I was maybe in a different sim. You guys were in X-Plane. I think I was still in P3D. There was an event, okay, posted on their New York ARTCC page. I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. Just not out on the VAT USA or VATSIM. I sometimes wonder if they do that because they want to keep some of the events, like the attendance down a little bit. You know, like anytime you see JFK as a part of any event, man, it just, people flock to it. Kind of just wonder if they are trying to keep that one a little bit more low key. Although again, as soon as you see ATC in that area, people just go. They don't want the riffraff like either one of us, Boozy. They don't want no stinking J-3 Cub guy. I think the next flight, though, I've made a decision will be, I'm going to fly the DC-6. The DC-6 got an update, and it's a good one for an old man like me, because one of the major features that they're talking about is that the panel kind of got a little bit of an upgrade, and it's easier to read. So that's definitely Uncle Melvin approved right there. That's what I need. Sometimes you can even find club or virtual airline events on the ARTCC calendars. Yep. I'm old, man. I'm proud to be an old grandpa. I got grandkid number 3 coming, and it is awesome. I'm stuck mentally in 7th grade. If you watched the stream earlier, you'll know why. We did a little preview of a Hayware scenery, and it was a little juvenile, but you know, stuff happens. But yeah, my certain parts of my body are showing the age, and my eyesight is kind of one of them. Like, you'll see me all the time. Sometimes I've got to pull the glasses off because I can see better up close without. But anything you can do, developers, if there's a developer out there listening, anything you can do to make the gauges easier to read, like, that's a good thing. I know there's even a little bit of a talk in the Classic Air Sim Discord about these gauges, and they're talking, you know, about how, like, if you're up front, they're really easy to read. Like, if you're sitting in the front seat, right, it'd be really easy to read, but when you get in the back seat, they're not so easy to read. And that's not what I'm talking about. Like, it's not meant to be like all you need to see from back here is the 8-ball, right? That's all you need to see. The rest of it, you can kind of see the needles. You know roughly where you're at there. You know roughly what your airspeed is. You know roughly what, you don't need to see the details. You're probably looking over here as much as anything, trying not to over temp things. But yeah, it was interesting. That was kind of a topic that was brought up, and I'm hoping he doesn't mess with that. However, there was a third person that brought up the fact that the engine sounds were maybe a little low. Now, I think right now, I don't know if they've bumped it up a little bit, but I think right now this is perfect in terms of the levels. Boozy, if we didn't, I don't know what's wrong with the world. There were only 2 other entries. One of them was got avgas, and the other was, what was the other one? Let's see if I can find it. I think ours was. I'm a little biased, but I think ours was the best. It's hard to find because, here's the other one. I don't got any idea what to put here. So that was it. Oh, there was, wait a second. Stand by. There was, I think Jeffries got avgas. That was pretty good. Yeah, but I think that one was the best. I'm declaring it the winner until I hear otherwise. It's kind of like the old days where I called it. I'm a little surprised we didn't have more downwind sim, as much of a bunch of smart Alex as we are, and insanely talented at the same time, creative wise. Like, I'm surprised there weren't more. AvGeek votes for us. Okay, cool. Appreciate you, AvGeek. Okay, we're back on track here. I do see a... Whoops. I do see a little place called Tradewater here. So we'll kind of fly along. We might have missed the four-way already, but Tradewater's just right by Dawson Springs. We might be able to see that guy. That freaking guy. That's got 1.8 and 3.6. North-south. Must be a lot of that prevailing wind around here. There's a part in the book, a section where they go down and they buzz a tour bus and basically run the tour bus off the road. I haven't done a lot of low flying here, but let's get down here and let's check on the traffic. Most of the traffic will probably be doing a little faster than we are once we get leveled out. Busy. Rush hour. Ooh, there's a little nice launch ramp right here. Hit it fast, Dukes of Hazzard style. Nope, it's not. That is not the runway. Touch and go on Interstate 76 here. Clear for touch and go. Oh yeah, I was talking about that the new train add-on that's supposed to make update the world's trains. I'm kind of excited about that. It's surely not going to help your performance, but I think it's going to be kind of cool. I wonder how much it'll cost. Have you guys seen that? You know what I'm talking about? Man, what a beautiful highway to drive. Through the hills, all this pine forest. Mending Mercy, thanks for the first time chat. Thanks. Yeah, they're doing pretty good tonight, honestly. I'm getting kind of a wicked glare. But yeah, not too bad. Honestly, not too bad. It's a little dull right now just because it's so shady and And it's good that we've got this cloud, because otherwise I think we'd be blind. But appreciate it. Thanks for the first time chat. Welcome. This is a pretty frame friendly aircraft too. That helps. Does help. Try to see if we can sneak it all the way to Kentucky Dam here, and I've got I'm estimating, about 48 minutes. Do you think we have that much light left? I definitely have enough fuel. Maybe if I punch it. Let's a little firewall it. We'll see if we can get a couple extra knots out of this bad boy. That's right. Punching it is a relative term, by the way. It takes us from like 67 knots to about 73. And if you've noticed, guys, I've been flying with the windows closed today, so I'm sweating in here, but I'm doing it for you guys, for the entertainment. Hey, wait till you see the VOD from this morning, though. If you missed it, it was pretty cool. We did some VFR flying in Italy, and we finished off by flying into Locker, and actually made a halfway decent approach and landing there at that Locker airfield. It was really fun. And I think we did some things right from a VFR standpoint, but a few things maybe not so right, but they were pretty nice and lenient to us. We basically just checked in and requested clearance into the airspace. I think the airport we departed from was not controlled, although I don't know that that's a thing in Italy. They may all be controlled. The second airport we went into, I believe, would have been kind of like a Class Echo. So it was a smaller airfield that was next to a larger, probably like a Charlie maybe. And so we just went ahead and checked in with the approach controller, and he cleared us in and cleared us out. And then they all went offline. But anyway, you've been watching some Bob Ross. Oh yeah. Hey, I tell you what, I love Bob Ross. Thank you for the compliment. That dude, he was a smooth customer. I've done a little radio. Still waiting for my big break in the movies, though. I'm sure I'm gonna make it big on the silver screen. Mainly my stream, though, is really good. It's like the Ambien of flight sim streams. I get a little propeller, sometimes some radial engines going. You got me just kind of blabbing along, talking about nothing. Or you know it, you're deep in a deep, dreamless or relaxing sleep. And you're welcome. Man, this is neat country. Speaking of, you going to bed, Boozy? Cleared direct Bravo Echo Delta Andy B, my friend. Sleep well. Thank you for checking in. And go get yourself packed, man. I know you got 3 days still, but get stuff packed ahead of time. That way you're not stressed out. Take care, buddy. Wearing underwear for 3 days. Too much information, Boosie. I don't want to get an image in my head that I can't unsee. I know. Like you got your new haircut. You got it going on, buddy. Got it going on. You got like a Matt Damon thing going. Alright, I'm kind of losing my road here. The sun's getting tough. Aren't we all, though? Right? Aren't we all? Oh, there we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. Alright, Boozy. Take care, brother. So this little airstrip here, by the way, things are picking up Kansas City way. That's kind of cool. This little airstrip that we're coming up on is a non-towered field, so I am not expecting to see a beacon, but it should be in this area here. So we'll keep an eye out. We'll probably just low pass this guy. And what am I on? 2280. Let's get on 2280 here. Oh no, that was my Kansas City. Sorry, let's go 25. I want to keep monitoring that guy. I like that guy. 25725. There we go. 2280. Okay. Now we can talk on the Unicoms if we need to. Probably lost my interstate here, didn't I? Oh, there it is. Nope, we're good. See if we can find this little airport. Oh, I kind of see something over there. Looks sort of like the air, and it's a north-south running airport. Let's head over there and have a look. We'll just low pass it here. We're not lined up at all, and I don't want to waste time. Oh boy, that's a nice glare. This could be. Looks very much like a runway here, doesn't it? Oh yeah, that's definitely it. Oh wow, that's a really cool looking little airport. Look at that, guys. Wow. Nothing fancy. Little bunch of hangars there. That's pretty cool. Well, we've got Sim Caesar coming in. Welcome, Raiders. Monster SD. Scotty Tuvrati, hello. Thank you, Sim Caesar. Good to see you. Welcome.
Also, Caesar.
Hello, everybody. We've got Rami coming in as well. Hello, Rommel, sorry. Good. This is my generic raid message. Emotes go here. Excellent, sir. Excellent. Setted Gravity. Hi. I tell you what, the Sim Caesar emote game is continues to be strong. That sounded like QF music, didn't it? That sound like QF music, or is that just me? Am I crazy? Ontario Canbear. Hi. Nice fire, Melvin Fire emote. That was made from Gemma Studios. A gift from Jeffrey at Gemma Studios. You don't think it was, Tim Dog? Sounded like her. She streams early, though, doesn't she? Yeah. It's been good to see her. She's been on the last couple days. I've been lurking.
Kansas City United 2408 inbound.
Yep, there's our interstate. We're making our way to Kentucky Dam, by the way, guys. We've got about 40 minutes or so, I think. Roughly, we're fighting the sun. Cold Nebo, hey, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but thank you, Raiders from the Sim Caesar channel. Welcome. Good to have you. We're flying. We took off from Fort Knox, and we've just been buzzing down here. We made a little stop for fuel at a place called Muhlenberg. Nope, I take that back. Ohio County. And yeah, we're retracing the flight that the brothers flew, the Buck brothers, in the book Flight of Passage. Even though they were in a PA-11 and we're in a J-3, so it's a little bit. Sorry, I'm ruining your immersion, but anyway, we're trying to make it to Kentucky Dam. We're on the leg where they flew into Blytheville, and if you've read the book, you know that there's a kind of a little bit of a turn in the story at Blytheville. We're not going to make it to Blytheville, unfortunately. Hello, hey, this is making you smile. Well, good. I'm glad. That's what I'm here for, man. Relax, chill out, have a beverage, listen to some. I've got Kansas City ATC on the background there just for some chatter. And essentially, we're doing what we always do on stream, which is make fun of Downwind Sim. Good Fixins has yet to try to make me buy something from a sale. You just missed Boozy Sheep, by the way. Boozy was in here. He's getting ready to go to Barcelona. Downwind Sim, by the way, I used to call him Mr. Big City, Mr. VR, Mr. Mad Scientist. Now he wants to be called Mr. Oshkosh. Oh, you were replying to Ramil, but I'm making you smile. Nice. You know what, Thalo? You don't have to recover like that. All right, I get it. I know where we stand. Just kidding, buddy. Excuse me. Pixie, I have like 6 things in my Any Builds in basket or inbox right now. So a bunch of good sceneries that are on sale. Just waiting for me to pull the trigger. It is. It's terrible. We talked about that. Like, what's the allure of saving $2 on a $12 scenery? Like, why? Why does that make us want to spend our money? I don't know. So, all right, if we just passed, by the way, I need to get focused here. You guys are distracting me. If we just passed that trade water, we're coming up on Princeton. This is a potential spot for us to stop. Everybody okay? I just heard ruckus at the stairs there. We got a decision to make here, because if we stop here, I mean, we could certainly stop here, but we have 22 more miles to run. What would that give us here from Princeton to Kentucky Dam? Another 20, basically another 20 minutes. So we just have to decide if we have enough daylight. We have enough fuel, but not enough daylight. Halo, yeah, I think what I was a little worried about is I don't know if it was my wife or my mom that was coming down the stairs, and I'm like, I don't want to. All right, what do we got, Fixie? East Midlands pack. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the one that I've been waiting to go on sale is that New Zealand airports pack that has it has like the 6 GA airports and like a couple heliports. Anyway, Or Milo has. He just made an Idaho fire lookout scenery. That's the kind of stuff I'm kind of in the mood for right now. So what I've got in the inbox, I've got Talkeetna, because I don't have Talkeetna in Fussy Pants. Like Kenai, I've got Kenai, and I've got a couple of Hawaiian, little smaller Hawaiian strips. So we'll see. My process, I'm going to give you a little inside look into the Melvin Leroy. Oh, hey, there we go. Princeton Caldwell. And Princeton Caldwell traffic. Cub 816 is 1 mile final inbound runway 24, touch and go, continuing to the west. Caldwell. Here's how I work scenery add-ons. Step 1, I go and I see what I think I need and what kind of catches my eye. Step 2, I come back the next day and I see if it's still on sale, and if it is, I put it in my inbox. That way I can get a feel for like the total, because you think if you're just throwing like a bunch of $7 sceneries in there, no big deal, right? Well, before you know it, it's $53 or something that you're committing to. And so then on day 3, if everything's still on sale and I'm still feeling squirrely, then that's when I pull the trigger. So we'll see. Tomorrow, this is a big night, big 24 hours right here. Cheat River. Wait a second. Hold on. What do we got here? The GA Parallel 42 Cheat River. Oh, I do think I saw this one. Yeah, that's actually a nice one. That's a good find. I tell you what saved me a little bit on both sales, a little uphill action, is the fact that there's like 14 pages of airports. And I'm like, hey, ain't nobody got time for that. Boy, my windsock is pretty low, but I feel like I'm getting shoved around a little bit here. That was a little better, though. That was a little better. It definitely is more sensitive in terms of on the ground, kind of wiggling around. We did ground loop earlier, by the way, if you weren't here. With style, I might add. But no damage to the propeller, so we were able to keep flying. And Princeton Caldwell traffic. Cub 816 is on the go. Westbound Caldwell traffic. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Contrail Shop, the General Aviation Airports. Cheat River. Yeah, see, I have seen this one. This is a nice one. This is the one that Sonante wants you and me to redo, Downwind Sim. And by you and me, I mean you, because you know how to do this stuff. Turkey. See, now I can't buy this. It's not on sale. Oh, yeah, it is. 15% off. $11.24. That's got possibilities, my friend. That's got possibilities. Go find that New Zealand pack. You know what I'm talking about? That New Zealand airport pack? Or that Milo Sanks' Idaho helicopter pack. That's kind of what I don't know, I'm just in the mood for something like that where you get like 6 sceneries for the price of one. Yeah, I'm looking for these gigantic, they look like homes. Kentucky Lake and Barkley Lake. It's just 22 miles to run here. And then Kentucky Dam sits right at the north end of this big Kentucky Lake. Really a cool looking, weird looking lake. You have Con Landing. AvGeek Central, I have no idea. Is that code for something? You're young. I don't speak the young man's language. Remember, they got no idea what happened. Oh, you deleted your message and replaced it with con. I thought it was young guy code. And I was, for a minute there, I was trying to be cool, like playing it off like, I know what you mean. But at the end, like, no, I didn't know. So I'm glad it was a little typo there. I'm glad I'm not the only one that fat fingers a message every now and again. Here's how old I'm getting. I hate to admit this. Because I know you guys hold me up at a high standard, but I'm getting to the point where I can't even swipe message anymore. Like, I try to swipe, hey, how's it going? And it comes out with, please buy, more orange juice. I mean, it's just like crazy. So I'm going to the hit the microphone and dictating to my phone now. That's how old I'm getting. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'll do my emails that way now. It puts punctuation in for me. It doesn't misspell things. I haven't typed an email on a phone in months. I mean, I'm thinking with all the advances in AI, how can swipe not be better? Like there's certain words I never ever ever have used, and it replaces, like I try to type the word the and it comes out, dot or something. I mean, just weird, like weird. Like I could understand if you used it all the time and it like recognized it as like one of your favorite words, but no. Like I'll type the capital I to start a sentence and it puts capital O. Like that's not even a letter you would use by yourself. Halo, you don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh man. Don't try to sandbag me, Thalo. Downwind Sim actually calls people on his phone. Yeah, that is old. But do you do it this way, Downwind Sim? Do you walk around like this? You talk like this? Or do you actually put it up to your ear? This is my favorite thing. People put it on speakerphone and they walk around talking like this. We're just about out of daylight, friends. Up to the ear. Now, here's something that's coming my way at some point. It's the little button that you didn't realize you pressed it next to the thing that is copying your conversation. You tried to delete it. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. Here's the thing that's coming my way here in the near future is I'm going to need hearing aids at some point. That's the other thing that's kind of failing. So my mom, who's a rock star, by the way, 79 years old, and just runs circles around me, but she got these new hearing aids, and she can Bluetooth her phone to her hearing aids. That's badass. So she's taking calls, she's talking to people, and I think she's talking to me, but she's talking to somebody on the phone, or she's listening to her music on the phone and looking right at me and just ignoring the crap out of me. Anyway, the Elon brain implant. Well, hello, Jet. How are you, Red Dog? What are you running from? You look like you're in trouble from something. What have you been doing? What have you been doing? All right. Your niece is deaf. She has cochlear implants that have Bluetooth. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's pretty dang cool. All right, if I make it, oh gosh dang it, to Kentucky Dam, the CTAF here is 123 nothing. Let's set that guy down here, 23. I get a little worried that I get too off task here. Need a better camera view so I can look down here. Okay. We're monitoring Kansas City. Again, that's what you hear in the background, just for a little ATC chatter. Because I'm too cheap to buy Say Intentions ATC. Alright, this headset cord is driving me nuts. Hi, Finn. Sorry you can't disconnect the autopilot by rubbing your head on the trim wheel, buddy. That's a good boy. Yes, sir. Thank you. Hi, Cody. I think Mama must have went to bed. I think that's why the dogs are all down with me. 10:30 p.m. and you're the first person to land in Purdue today. Yeah, that's not a super popular airstrip, I bet, is it? All right, how are we doing here? This is that first lake, Lake Barkley. It has a little bit of an oxbow, kind of an S-turn, and then on the far end you can just see Kentucky Lake. And we'll be looking for Kentucky Dam State Park. This has it's a 2810 configuration. We're going to come straight in on runway 28, just because we haven't followed the traffic pattern all day. So why start now? And then that would give us about just a little over 100 miles to get down to Blytheville, which is about an hour and a half flight. Whenever the next time is we get together, that'll be what we do. And yeah, we'll be one step closer to making it all the way to the San Diego area. San Luis Obispo is where they went. There's no longer an airport there, but our friend Peter Mooney, you guys from Sim Caesar, you know about Peter Mooney. He's actually recreated the San Luis Obispo airport. So we have it installed, and we're gonna fly into it on our last leg. I'm pretty pumped. It's kind of wedged in between San Diego and LA. There's really only 3 or 4 airports along the route that they talk about that are no longer there. Unfortunately, one of them is the Basking Hills, which is their home airport where they started. That's kind of a bummer that's no longer there. And San Luis Obispo, so the airport they started and finished is no longer there in real life. Scotty Bob, hey, speaking of awesome dudes, Scotty Bob, thank you very much for sharing your link to the repaint for the 7 Hotel version of the PA-11. That was very, very nice of you. And welcome in, by the way. All right, I think I see the blinking of the lights. Oh, that's QF music. She's doing a late night flight, guys. Come on. That's QF. She's got the distinctive voice. We will repay you, by the way, for your generosity. So I've got a plan. But thank you. It looks awesome, by the way. And I need to either bite the bullet and grab that PA-11 from the marketplace so I can use that, or try to see if I can finagle someone to make it for this. I've made a few liveries myself, but they've all been an X-plane, and I don't feel comfortable screwing around with the liveries in this sim just yet. So anyway, but it's great to have like a template to see what it really looks like, because in the book they have a couple of pictures of it, but it's like not the best in the West. You know what? We're just about right, both in terms of daylight and fuel on this leg, guys. And the way this trip has worked out, we're basically making it about an hour per tank of gas. Now, I did push this a little bit harder just to beat the sunset, but so that would mean from our next leg from Kentucky Dam to Blytheville, we're going to have to make a fuel stop somewhere along the way because it's about 90 minutes.
Center American 623.
You know what? It's probably not her
Would it be
because
possible for us to get a bit of an extended final, maybe about 15 miles out? From
she always goes on Music Air, doesn't she?
Thank you.
She's got her own custom livery, speaking of. Kentucky Dam traffic, black and white Cub 11816 is 5 miles to the east of the field. We're going to be inbound runway 28, Kentucky Dam. I guess technically we'll be joining a right base. What is our traffic pattern? Maybe I'll fly one pattern just to be a good pilot here. Left pattern to runway 28. All right, I tell you what, we will overfly the field, and we'll fly a left-hand pattern to runway 28. Field elevation is 351, so we'll get to about 1800. Overfly, we'll jump into the pattern, and we'll be good. We'll be good pilots just this once. If I'm not mistaken, Downwind Sim, this river here connects to the Missouri. It runs right up past your house eventually. Oh, I got to show you the diamond formation landing too, guys. Yeah, we got a lot to do to wrap this thing up here. So, thanks for tuning in. Stay with us. We got a look in the Wayback Machine here at a cool landing we did here at Kentucky Dam a while back. Not really. What do you mean? Doesn't this empty into? I mean, it takes a minute, but it doesn't it connect into the Missouri or the Mississippi? I mean, and I don't know. I'll have to take a look because I swear we flew right by your house on the way down, but it goes into the Ohio. Okay, okay, never mind then. Kentucky Dam traffic, black and white Cub 816 at 2000 is 2 miles east of the field. We're going to overfly and jump in a left-hand downwind runway 28. Kentucky Dam traffic. Yeah. All right. One more quick look outside, you guys. Lovely sunset here.
Right turn heading 150 American 623.
Sure is. Digging a hole to China here or what? What's going on, Kentucky Dam? I bet they fight groundwater like nobody's business in here. They probably have 20 big old pumps working overtime. Wonder what that is. Is that one of them sinkholes, one of them Missouri sinkholes there? The land between the lake. Okay. That's a really unique name. How'd they come up with it? Even in this Sim, you can see they've got water down there, man. I bet it's just saturated. It's quarry. All right. Looks pretty cool. My wife's family is,
We have the field inside.
they're miners, so that kind of stuff always interests me. Open pit mining is
Clear visual, 19er
a
right.
pretty interesting deal.
23, thank you.
Okay, back inside, let's get serious here. We might have reported that we were a little closer than we really were, but that's okay. I don't hear anybody else on the comms, except QF Music's sister flying into Kansas City. Good off-roading? Yeah, okay. Between Barkley and Ken Lake. Good off-roading. Okay, so midfield overfly, left hand traffic to runway 28. Kind of losing sight of the field here with my glare. Kentucky Lake, gotcha. Oh yeah, Kentucky Lake, that's this big one here. Barkley's the other one over there. I gotcha, Raja. We must be fighting a little bit of a headwind because I feel like we're just barely crawling. We're gonna try. We are gonna try 702 cm. 702 centimeters. Welcome. Thank you for pushing that follow button. Just about to Kentucky Dam Airport. I see the beacon. I've lost sight of the runway, but I think the runway is just right front here. We're just maneuvering for a little midfield cross and on down. Been a nice day of flying today. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me. It sure is enjoyable. I love the lazy days of summer. Especially when I kind of have all my major projects done, because then I can do what I've been doing the last couple days, which is flying these sort of day-night split streams. It's been a lot of fun. Still have time to get all those little honeydews taken care of. Okay, 351. We're about 1,000 feet right now, so I should be a little higher for the overfly, but that's okay. Looks like it's saying 23 down there, but the sectional says no, 28. 28. Yep, that's what I see. Kentucky Dam traffic. Cub 816 is overflying midfield. We're going to enter a left downwind 28. Kentucky Dam traffic. Hi, Jet. All right, buddy. Hello.
Hi, Slant Alpha.
Hey, Slanty, how are you, man? Just in time indeed. I've got some video gold I'm about to bust out here after I get down on the ground, so we're overflying through. Yeah, only 15 minutes till we land. Well, buckle up, because last time I tried to land this baby with the new improved ground handling, I promptly ground looped it, so be prepared for magic. Kentucky Dam traffic. Cub 816, left downwind 28. Kentucky Dam.
19er right, clear to land, American 623.
Kentucky Dam traffic. Cub 816 is left base 28. Kentucky Dam. Let's see, we've got Crossney. I'm flying to Kentucky Dam. Is it M34? Is that the? Yeah, that's the code. That's where we're going. Yes, indeed. Welcome, by the way, first time chatter. Kentucky Dam traffic. Cub 816 is turning final 28. Kentucky Dam. Bit high. We'll slip it in here.
Kansas City, good evening. American 5.
It's been gorgeous. Light winds all night long. So I have absolutely nothing to blame this impending ground loop on. Just get ready. Kick the tail over a little bit here. She's just all over the place. I love it. It is like a tap dancing lesson. We're not done yet, guys. We still are not done yet. I think we finally made it. Holy cow. I have a taxiway here, actually. Yes, I do. That's 20 seconds of just nothing but panic right there, guys. But we're down. We are down. No ground loop that time. Sorry, guys.
Unfortunately, we don't have the new terminal at Kansas City, so we can either go to the old Bravo or Charlie.
Kentucky Dam traffic. Cub 816 is clear of 28. Kentucky Dam. I'll take it. I will take it. All right, just a default airport here. I don't know that there even is a payware for Kentucky Dam or an update of any kind for Kentucky Dam, and that's okay. We've been enjoying kind of checking out the different default options along the way. Some have been better than others, needless to say. Looks like we at least have some buildings here, which is nice. Another 100 miles or so to go to Blytheville. We'll try to do that later on at some point here. As always, my summer schedule has been the typical summer, just all over the place. So when we have time, we jump on, we fly. And we just kind of fly depending on what we feel like flying. We're going to pull over here next to this hospital / office building. Downwind Sim, if you see somebody from Microsoft Flight Sim or a Sobo, tell them nice work on the default airports. I'm having Downwind Sim share all my sim frustration with people today. All right, I'm supposed to let it idle for just a little bit here. We're going to go ahead and turn off the power to all this stuff. Kentucky Dam Airport Medical Center, Hair Care and Tire Center to steal the runway. How's the tire pressure on Fancy? You know what? Those son of a guns haven't even thought at all about tire pressure. I am so disappointed in them. It's unbelievable. Okay. Welcome to Kentucky Dam. Let's do this. Let me give you a good, whoa, hey. Give you a good little outside view of Kentucky Lake anyway. Really is quite a neat area. And while I do this, I'm going to hop off screen for a second, see if I can find the piece of cinematic gold I've been promising you here. So stand by 1 second. Can't say you've seen that many aircraft come into Kentucky Dam in real life. I would think maybe you'd have a fair amount of traffic of people coming in just to set up and go find a place to camp. And all right, for the life of me now, like every time I try to do, oh my goodness, what? I don't know, you guys. Which is not the easiest to navigate around. Where would it be? Where would it be? Where? I just thought it was in clips. I may have to share it on my Discord after I find it, guys. I'm not locating it right now, unfortunately. So it is it's a clip of myself, Downwind Sim, and our old friend Al South MIA doing a triple 3-wide landing here at Kentucky Lake Dam. But for the life of me, I cannot figure out where my stupid clip is. All right. Well, I'm gonna look for it, and I promise you, when I find it, I will share it on my Discord, and that way you guys don't have to sit around and look at me trying to find some stuff that I can't find. Let's do this.
Thanks for watching my papa.
Big thanks for everybody coming out again. What a great day of flying Italy, now Kentucky, a couple different aircraft. Just a really fun day. So thanks for being a part of it. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate 702 CM with the follow. Sim Caesar, thanks for that raid. And M Stein, thanks for 19 months if you're still here. And then everybody else that came by, thank you so much. It's like, it's part of your day. It's time. Time is precious, right? And that means something to me when you'll spend a little bit of it with me. So I most likely will be back tomorrow morning. Again, my schedule is light, and so I'm hoping to be able to do a little something either tomorrow morning or early in the afternoon tomorrow. Whatever kind of pops up, who knows? There's lots of cool stuff going on Wednesday. So I'll let you know. In the meantime, though, let's go. I see something that I haven't seen maybe ever. Oh, never mind. I thought we had somebody in a DHC2 Beaver, and they are not in DHC2 Beaver. Let's do this. Let's go say hey. We'll switch it up a little bit. We've been doing quite a bit of GA stuff, so let's go over and let's take a look and see what Pure Luck is up to. I think he's in a big heavy doing something a little bit long haulish, but I think he's actually getting close to being done. So let's go say hi to him. I'm gonna set that rate up. Again, I'll talk to you. I'll let you know tomorrow either way what's going on. But until then, just know I can't wait to fly with you guys again. Thanks for being here. Have a good rest of your Tuesday evening, and we'll see you soon. God bless.